and without his usual pride. Guy, I been think of waiting you talk yesterday, he said. Maybe, just maybe, I don't tire. Chuka blinked surprisingly. You mean you won't leave the Vipers? Timmy nodded slowly. If them catch me, I fit die. But I know fit continue. I just want to live normal life. Chuka smiled faintly. Then start small, he said. Come to our next meeting. You no need talk. Just listen. Timmy hesitated, then nodded. When Timmy showed up at the Light Circles meeting 2 days later, the room went silent. Everyone recognized him. The same man who once spread fear was now sitting quietly at the back. Chuka stood up and said, Nobody here could judge anybody. If even one person fits change, that is enough reason to keep doing this. From that day, things slowly began to shift. More students started questioning the fraternity culture. Even some ex members came forward anonymously, asking for help to leave. For the first time in years, hope seemed possible. But peace never comes easily. One night, while returning from a group event, Chuka found his hostel room door broken. Inside, his belongings were scattered. On the wall, someone had written in red paint, traitor. He knew what it meant. Some vipers saw him as a betrayer. Buchi urged him to report to the authorities, but Chuka refused. If I report, it will only cause more wahala. I will just move to a safer hostel, he said. But inside, he felt a quiet determination. Fear would not stop him again. Months rolled by. The Light Circle became recognized by the university as one of the best student-led initiatives. They partnered with the counseling center and even received a small grant from the state educational board. During one of their seminars, the dean himself attended. After Chuka's speech, the dean shook his hand and said, Young man, I misjudged you. What you are doing here is remarkable. Chuka smiled humbly. Thank you, sir. I just want to help others avoid my mistake. By his final year, Chuka was no longer just a student. He was a symbol of change. His name appeared on the student leadership board, not as a cultist, but as an award recipient for courage and integrity. Even local newspaper wrote about the Light Circle. One afternoon, as he sat under a mango tree near the faculty, Timmy joined him. He looked different now, calmer and quieter. You did it, Timmy said. You actually changed something. Chuka shook his hand, smiling. We did it. You also changed. Timmy chuckled. You remember that day I tell you say nobody go fit change anything? I did wrong. They both laughed quietly. The kind of laughter that carries relief. On the day of his graduation, Chuka stood with his parents in the crowd. His mother wiped tears from her eyes as his name was mentioned. When he collected his certificate, he looked up at the stage lights, remembering everything, the fear, the beatings, the humiliations, the loneliness. He realized something. Pain doesn't always destroy. Sometimes it shapes strength. As he walked off the stage, a few students from the Light Circle waved at him, holding placards that reads, This is not the end, it is the beginning. He smiled. That night, Chuka sat by the window of his hostel one last time. The campus was quiet. He could hear the distant hum of generators and the crickets singing their usual tune. He thought of all he had lost, his innocence, his peace, and all he had gained, courage, wisdom, purpose. He whispered softly to himself, Yes, this is not the end. Then he smiled, packed his bags, and stepped out into the warm night air, ready to begin again.